All right, all right, all right. It is Monday night. We ain't talking about football, but we're going to have a good time tonight. Got a great topic for you guys, a great one. Let me make sure that I'm not freezing, making sure that your boy is looking good. All right, looking good. I hope I'm sounding good. Let me know if you guys can hear me correctly. We got 15 in the building. Make sure you click that like button as you come in. I like you. Make sure you like me too. We're about to do the shout outs in a split second. Tonight's topic. This is a topic to encourage you guys. In all sincerity, it really is. It's one of those encouraging, trying to build you up as a man and as a traveler. Because right now there's so much out here trying to tear us down when it comes to taking advantage of our passports, when it comes to us taking advantage of relationships in other countries. Knowing that these people don't give a dang about us. Knowing that they don't care. And yet and still, they want to open up their mouths. So tonight's topic is a good one for you men. Now, this is not about tearing down ladies. Just to let guys know, this topic tonight is not about tearing down the ladies. But we dang sure tonight going to build up the men. The topic tonight is 5 reasons, 5 damn good reasons why men are making better passport bros, passport kings, blue book gentlemen, digital nomads, whatever title you want to give us. Statistically and factually, we're doing better than the women are doing. There are so many videos that are coming out now showing the ladies in Jamaica getting a freak on in dirty, filthy river water. Y'all nasty ladies, all up in the woods. I just watched a video when a woman, she was doing a documentary, and she walked up to these island brothers, like 6 of them. And she said, I want to buy sex. One dude grabbed her arm. Kid you not. This is like a TNT documentary. One dude grabbed her arm and was like, come on, let's go. And she was like, so you sell sex? And he was like, yeah, I sell sex. How much? She said, the brother said $200. $200 to get her back broke in. So she asked him, so where we going to? You got a hotel room? You got a place for us to go to? That brother looked right at the ocean. That's where we going to. She was like, what? His other boy handed him a condom. Yeah, baby. He said, we do it in the ocean all the time. So all you do is just going out to Jamaica and going into rivers, and you climbing your little net in the ocean. Ladies, you're just nasty. You're getting your black blue in the middle of the ocean? Dudes ain't got to get rude. Ladies, come on. As much as y'all make us spend on you, as much as y'all make us come out of our pocket just for a meal, you telling me the Jamaican dude, all he got to do is come out a condom and he gets $200. He gets to smash you. He gets to bust a nut in the middle of the ocean. Ladies, y'all nasty. Nasty, nasty. I'm telling your mamas, and I'm telling Jesus too. Y'all nasty. And y'all out there in the river getting them bamboo massages. I done seen video footage where y'all giving dude skull. After he gave you a massage, you just sucking his dick like it's nutritious, like it's part of a complete breakfast. Is this what we doing, ladies? Is that what y'all doing in Jamaica on your girls trip? I bet you they ain't gonna show you that part. They ain't gonna show you that part in the girls trip movies. Yeah, this female on the video, I saw the video. Just giving skull, just head, just this the funny part. The Jamaican dude, all he got to do is just rub your ass in a nasty river on a bamboo pole, and he get firehead. Firehead. Us brothers that's been busting our butts, whether we black brothers or white brothers, Irish brothers, Asian brothers, Latin brothers, We be in the States busting our butt for every dollar we get. And the head you give us at home ain't nothing like the head you gave the Jamaican dude on a river. And then y'all want to tell us to come back. Put your passports in the past. Passports should be in the past. You got us fucked up. You sat up there on video giving firehead to a Jamaican in a nasty, filthy river. And then you ask us to pay $200 for the first meal on a first date. You want us to wait 90 days. Listen to Steve Harvey, old ignorant ass, talking about some waiting 90 days for sex. I bet you he ain't waiting 90 days to fuck the shit out of Marjorie. I bet you that he didn't do. I bet you he ain't waiting 90 days to smash his wife back in. I bet you he ain't wait 90 days for them green eyes and that beautiful face. Way back in if Marjorie is this fine now, could you imagine how fine Marjorie was when Steve first met her? And this nigga got the audacity to tell the rest of us, oh yeah, y'all go, ladies, don't give him no pussy. You gonna make him wait 90 days. Be a lady, but think like a man. Men ain't never thought about no damn 90 days. You better get that title right. We ain't never sat back and said, you know what, if you're gonna think like a man, you better wait 90 days. Because men wait 90 days. Y'all nasty. Shout out to the Jamaican brothers. This episode is dedicated. This is just tea, green tea. Making sure your brother cholesterol stay real good. Shout out to all my Jamaican brothers that's making $200 a pop, busting the asses all up in the booty holes of all the American women that's coming down there. All the sisters that you are finding that are cheating on their husbands and boyfriends when they go on girls trip. All you Jamaican brothers that sit up there smashing them in the middle of the ocean, here's to you. All my Jamaican brothers that sat back and you living good and you puffing good and smoking good. You introduced her to weed for the first time, real Jamaican weed. Here's to you. Here's to all you dudes that's massaging booties with your thumb in their butthole and they ain't saying nothing about it because they love it so much they tooting their ass up in the air. While you giving them bamboo massages with your thumb in their ass, here's to you Jamaican brothers and all you Jamaican brothers that after you get done giving her the massage, you getting firehead. Here's to every one of you motherfuckers. Every single one of y'all. Here's to you. Get your money, brothers. Get your money. Because they don't give us head like that at all back in the States. They get back in the States and they get all stiff with their head. How you gonna give me head with your whole body? They just give us skull with their whole body, like they got whiplash, like they got a neck brace on. You ever had a female give you head when you just looking at her like, are you gonna? You ever have a female give you head like she doing you a favor and you just look? So this is what we doing. You ever have a female give you sex just so you don't go out and get other sex? Not because she wants you. Just because she don't want you to go out and smash Catherine down the street. So I guess I give him some head. I guess I give him some sex. But giving head to you, it ain't really a top priority. And bruh, as soon as she get the sex next to St. Jock, or as soon as she get to the next man, all of a sudden, your girlfriend know how to get firehead, like she an ostrich. Your girlfriend walking around like an ostrich and she giving firehead. You like, I didn't even know my girl had an ostrich neck. Yeah, that's how your girl be doing, man. I'm telling y'all, boy. Woo. These females out here, man. I ain't mad at my Jamaican brothers. Get that money. I ain't mad at them DR dudes all on the beach. And then, hey, fellas, if you ever seen any of the videos of the dudes that be smashing them dudes don't even be built better than us. It don't be like it's Dexter St. Jock on every beach. It just be some regular old Jamaican dude. It don't be no dude that be looking like, oh, he got the Bob Marley dreads coming down and he's sitting up there looking like Predator in his dreads. None of that. It don't be none of them dudes. It be dudes where you be like, I know she ain't about to pay him $200. That don't even look like me. Teeth be all jacked up. Oh yeah, for real. looking like mother. I know you. The dude that was gonna take the girl out to the ocean, he was bald like me. It wasn't nothing Jamaican about him but his accent. Dude was super skinny, with nothing about him that said muscular. I could lift. Nothing about his body said past athlete, athletic, nothing. And she about to pay this dude $200, and then they want to sit up there and bitch about how we built. Well, y'all built, y'all need to go to the gym too. Well, you ain't saying that to the Jamaican dude. All he got to do is roll a blunt, and you just in. The Jamaican dude that was about to walk the white girl out to the ocean, another Jamaican dude walked up to her and said, I'll fuck you harder. She turned around, she said, you would fuck me harder than him? Yes, I would fuck you harder. And this dude was nowhere near 6 feet. Mr. Fuck You Harder was nowhere near 6 feet. Now, when it come to us, what do they always say? I need somebody over 6 feet. Even though only 14% of us in the world are over 6 feet as far as men are concerned. But the Jamaican dude, all he had to do was walk up and say, I'd fuck you harder. Like, what? She looked around, looked at the tall dude and looked at the short dude like, but he said he'll fuck harder for 200. Like I said, this episode is not an attack on the ladies, but ladies, we are not going to sit up here as men and pretend like we're naive to what's going on. Oh, I'm going to bust your head in a couple of days because this weekend's episode, I'm going to talk about the ladies that's getting drugged in these countries. They always want to talk about the men. The men got drugged in Medellin. We got 39 here. Make sure we get 39. Clicking the like button. I appreciate you guys. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Yeah, this weekend episode, I got some homework I'm doing. I got to do some investigating like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Because this weekend's part of the topic is going to be about ladies that's getting drugged in other countries. I'm hearing that their numbers are way higher than our numbers. So it's time for your boy to do some homework. Whether I get the episode out this weekend or next week, believe you me, I'm coming out with that episode. They're going to keep talking about us. And then your boy. Before we go to today's topic, once again, 5 reasons why men make better expats and digital nomads. In other words, working online in other countries. Why you make a better digital nomad. Why you make a better traveler than women do. And these are just obvious things. These have nothing to do with putting down women, but these are just 5 facts that even women can't dispute, but they will because that's what they do. But men do it too. That has nothing to do with a woman. Men do it too. Well, these are some things I'm going to talk about that men don't do. So women can't sit back and say, well, men do it too. These are 5 areas, guys. I promise you. And these are to encourage you guys that are on the fence. Because I know some of you dudes are on the fence when it comes to traveling to different countries. You kind of like, I don't know, Dre. I don't know, bruh. So we're going to talk about this because in regards to this as a man, you was built for this. I'm going to say that again. I know you're on the fence, bruh. All you ever knew was America. We're going to look at those stats. But I'm going to tell you something straight out the gate. Bruh, you was built for this. Whether you want to realize it or not, you was built to be an expat. You were built to explore. You were built to take your name into a different direction. How the hell you think all you brothers and others got your happy asses from the South to the North of America? Do you really think that from the time your family got off the ship, they were always up north? No, Negro, no. Your daddy and granddaddies and great granddaddies said, you know what? There's some job opportunities up north. Let me take advantage of them. Then they're going to come back, get the rest of the family. That's in Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. And we're going to head up north. Those who were in the South and decide to go out west. How you think all y'all brothers and sisters got out west? Wait a minute. Did y'all think that was boats that landed off the coast of San Diego? And they had people, they had indentured servants in San Diego? Hell no. Our people have always been a migratory people. Always. You give us freedom, we migrate. You give us an opportunity, black people, if we ain't done nothing to Africa to spread across a continent, we migrate. That's why our footprint is in every DNA around the world. Because we migrate. Whether it was the Moors, shout out to the Moor science. Whether it was the Moors going up into Italy and Spain and banging the hell out of those Italian women, them Spanish women, and now they got brown complexions. Whether it was the Afro-Colombians coming down here, now all of a sudden you go to Cartagena like we just got back, and all them sisters down there got them brown and beautiful complexions, and even the white Colombians got a brown complexion. It's not just the sun. Black people have always migrated. So for you to sit on the fence and like, I want to become an expat, but I make so much money. All that bitching you doing, let that go, bro. You at the fork of the road. Either you gonna do like your granddaddy did and migrate to a better life for yourself and for your legacy, or sit your happy ass down like the rest of the United States and keep watching us on YouTube. That's your choice. I don't know if anybody ever told you otherwise. And like I said, you ain't got to do everything immediately. You could do stuff like, say, today I decide I'm going to move to a certain country, and it may take you 5 or 10 or 15 years to do it. But at least you made the decision to start making the progress. But as far as just sitting in the middle, I might do it. You ain't going to do shit. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to sit your happy ass down. You're going to have some babies by some of them fat females in the States. You're going to have some fat kids. And your next generation going to be fat. And your next generation ain't going to go nowhere. Your kids ain't going to go nowhere. And the kids after that ain't going to go nowhere. And statistics show 72% of y'all ain't going to do shit. 72%. We got 45 people in here. Statistics just show 40 out of 45%, let's say it's a 72%. So that means right on average about 30, 80 y'all ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna travel nowhere. You ain't gonna go nowhere. You gonna have a passport. You may use it like you go on a fucking cruise. Going to the British Virgin Islands, so I need my passport. But if you're on the fence, this is the episode for you. This is the episode for you, I promise you. Let's get some shout outs to you guys. First of all, let's start off with the super chat with Afro National. I like that name. Keep up the phenomenal work, OG. Yes, sir. I will do that, sir. Definitely keep up the work. Also, we got Jay in the building. Jay always coming out with good videos. I just watched your last one that came out with Jay a couple of hours ago. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys subscribe to Jay Fleming, man. Jay hit that the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is not easy to do. You guys think it's easy to get 1,000 subscribers. Bro, that's work. That is work. Man, I'm going to tell you something. They say that getting that 1,000 is harder than getting 10,000. And I can attest to that. 10,000 is like a cruise. It's like an easy ass cruise. That 1,000, shoot. Don't nobody know you. You ain't never been seen before. Don't nobody know you from a can to pay. Ain't nobody ever. You ain't never put a video out. That's where you starting from to get to that 1,000 subscribers. So shout out to that brother, and he on his way to that 10,000. Oh yeah, I'm speaking that to existence. Shout out to West in the building. West 24 01. Sounds good. Let me scroll up because Tobias was numero uno, number one. Thank you guys. Last week we had the tournament between myself and Richie Mack, Colombia versus Thailand. On his show, he won. On our show, we won Colombia. So we're going to get together and talk about doing a tiebreaker episode, maybe on somebody else's channel. Stefano's in the building, like always. Not a live stream unless Stefano is here. Also, Mrs. Stephen X in the building. Bombinos, let's go. Oh yeah, Kenny in the my boy, my neighbor, my dude. Kenny's in the building. What are you gonna do on Monday night? You know, when it comes to Friday nights, what the deal is. Yeah, you know how I do on Friday nights. The only difference is I'm drinking tea on Monday, and you know how I do on Friday. Yeah, man, listen, Isaiah, bruh. I already knew about it, but when I started seeing footage come out, it's so many female YouTubers that's putting out footage on female passport girls. Dude, they nasty. Ugh. If your girl go on a girls trip, bruh, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie, you better get it checked out. You better get yourself checked out if you smash her when she come back, because I know you're horny. Or you probably ain't horny because you were probably getting it in while she was gone. I'm telling you, dudes, even if your girl go with her. Story time. Y'all know I always got a story. Shout out to Coop's Corner. Make sure y'all subscribe to this dude's channel. This dude be everywhere. And you know, you guys always know I'm always talking about Guyana, them sisters down there. Y'all know I'm always talking about them. My man down there, he's boots on the ground. I'll be interviewing him real soon. Boots on the ground. Y'all know I'm planning on going there. So if you guys want to know the only English-speaking country in South America, fine sisters and sisters from East India. Yeah. Like I always say, if you want to see an example of women from Ghana, Chile from TLC. Her family's from Ghana. All that long, beautiful hair she got, that's who Chile is. 100%. She even celebrates her heritage. I'm going to be putting up one of her YouTube videos, posting her dancing her East Indian heritage in the whole garb and everything. So she's not just a black woman, she's full Indian as well. And so we got my man down there, Cook's Corner, boots on the ground. So if you want to see some footage of what's going on down there, make sure you subscribe to this brother's channel. All right, he said she could have called me for a 50% discount and save on travel costs. Absolutely correct. See what I'm saying? $200. She was coming out of honey. He said, I'm cleaning up my room, and at the same time, I have to find, so I can start traveling this year. Ooh, man, just to find my passport, Ken. Man, you better find that passport, man. They nasty, Brandon. They nasty. Let's go back to story time. Excuse me. Okay. I said even if they bring their girlfriends, they still nasty. They still don't get their back broken. Tell you what I mean. I'm on a cruise. I'm minding my own business. I'm in the gym. I see this bad chocolatey 6 foot. But she with a girlfriend. Fate would have it, we happen to be standing next to each other a few minutes later. I forgot what happened. They like called everybody to it was the time period where they called everybody. If you've ever been on a cruise, they take a time out and call everybody to the station where you would be for the lifeboats and the life jackets. So we just so happened to be standing next to each other when they were doing this demonstration, and you would show up for this particular boat, and this is the door you go through, and so come to and so forth, just in case of an emergency in your life jacket. Okay, cool. So we hit it off, and a girl hit it off, blah, blah, kiki kaka. Fast forward. I think some of you guys have heard me tell this story because this was the night that I end up hijacking some young dude in the elevator, took his condom from him. I'm on my way up to old girl room because my boy distracted her girl. She come to find out she was married in Boston. And her girl was there to basically snitch. And so my boy was a wingman. And he kept his girl distracted in the club. She told her girl, I gotta go upstairs, use the bathroom. I'll be right back, girlfriend. Okay, girl, party over here. So while her girl is distracted with my boy, she leaves. A few seconds later, I roll. We ain't gonna leave together. A few seconds later, I roll. But I forgot to hit my room. I ain't got no condoms on me. Elevator door open. It's this young dude, young brother. Straight Pookie Ray looking dude, right? But he was, hey, bruh, I need that condom, dog. Oh, come on, bruh. I say, bruh, I need that condom like right now. I'm on my way up to a room right now, bruh. I know you got one. You young. What you at 23? I know you got a condom on you on a cruise ship. I know you got one. Oh, man, it's my last one I got, man. Look out for your fellow brother, man. I'm on my way upstairs right now. Let me get that condom. My man said, all right, man. All right, big bro, for you. There you go. Gave me that condom. Wore that ass out. Wore that ass out so bad that when she got back to Boston, she booked a flight and flew down to get some more of the dick in Florida. Whole time she married. Whole time she talking to her husband. Whole time the husband got a spy dog right there, her best friend, who ain't found out nothing, ain't seen nothing, don't know nothing. My point is, when they go on these girls' trips, unless you got you a good, decent girl that go on these girls' trips, bruh, dudes like the Jamaican dudes or dudes how I used to be gonna be beating your girl asshole in. I know your girl never let you fuck her in the ass. I got you. But my point is, if just because you ain't fucking her ass, that don't mean that we don't. I'm just putting it out there. Your girl like anal orgasms. So just in case you want to find out, you may want to find out this weekend, get her drunk, and you'll find out some shit. So, but I digress. Girls trips, man. Women are straight on nasty shit. And any female that try to tell me that they go on girls trips or they just traveling and ain't nobody fucking, women don't have sexual intimacy when we use our passports. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all passports be sticky. The pages be sticking together. What are you talking about? Mr. Steve X said, I have my fair share of getting it in on the sand. That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? You walking on sand and condoms, condom wrappers. See what I'm saying? Washed up on the shore. In the middle of the ocean. Yep, they be in the middle of the goddamn ocean, Atlantic Ocean, getting that pussy beat in. Probably a recycled condom, for real. I'm just saying, Isaiah. I'm just putting it out there. Kenny says, does network and security plus IT allow me to travel? I would know, brethren. I would not know, Kenny. Maybe somebody else can answer that question. That'd be a good question to answer if somebody else knows the answer. Wes says, so is it safe to say that chunks of weave currently in the river and in our oceans? They're worried about the whales choking on or sea turtles getting caught up in nets. You better be worrying about whales and sharks choking on weave. That's what you need to be worrying about. We found a sea turtle, rare endangered sea turtle, It was on its last leg. It had weave wrapped around its neck on the coast of St. Thomas, St. Martin. We've been seeing more and more individuals, rare sea animals, getting weave caught in their throats as they're swimming through the ocean, thinking that it's seaweed and that will be nutritional. Come to find out it's some woman's weave. If you donate today, we can save these animals. We can save them from the weave that's floating in the middle of our oceans. Yeah, worry about global warming. You need to be worrying about global weaves in the middle of the damn ocean. If you think that ain't none of them Jamaican fuck the weave off in the middle of the ocean, just weave, just fly and float. It just fly off their head and float away. Just fly and float. Just flying and floating. Just weave, flying and floating. Like, damn, she just come out the ocean in the middle of an orgasm and a bald head. And that's the woman that you love because she got all three of your kids. Isaiah said, I'm only 24. He said, I'm only 34. And I remember in high school, black women claimed giving top was forbidden, disgusting, and nasty. Them days are done. The only time, I'm going to tell you something, the only time they act like that is with us in the States. They want to give us the stiff head weave. Like a damn seesaw. Every once in a while, you'll find one that can get some good head. But then they want to get to another location. Or they want to get to a new dude. You fellas, come on, let's be real. You ever look at you ever have a female that just suck your dick so good that you knew that when she was with her last man, she wasn't doing it like that? She sucking your dick with excitement, joy. She sucking your dick with just such amazement. She kissing your dick. You like, I don't remember nobody kissing my dick before, but continue on. It is amazing how zoomorphic they become, animalistic they become once they break up with your ass. If I had a dime for every female that said, I have never this or I have never that, so you just gonna bust in my weave and ain't gonna say nothing about it. It ain't my head. You be all right. You can replace a weave. You be good. My ex-husband, if I had heard another ex-husband story, another ex-boyfriend story, just suck my dick, okay? Just, could you do that? Not talk? How many of y'all had to do counseling while you was fucking? See what I'm saying? You had to be Kevin Samuels and you had to be Dexter St. Jacques. You had to be Lexington Steele at the same time, be a guidance counselor, guide her through her situation. Why her marriage ain't work out. I don't give a damn about why your marriage ain't work out. Could you finish topping me off? Am I back? Let's see. Give me a second. Looks like I'm back. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Looks like we had a Wi-Fi moment for a second, guys. Thank you very much for being patient. Look like you smell like a chicken soup. Hey, I'm just putting it out there. Shout out to Brandon in the building. Hit that like button. Thanks, Brandon. I'm just saying, Dazzling. I'm just saying, that's what they out there doing. It goes both ways. I know, right? The final says Friday will be controversial. Make sure you tap in. Oh, to tap in, guys. Yeah. We got 52 people in here. Make sure that you guys click that like button. Let me go down to the super chat. Ryan's in the building. He said, damn it. He said, I'll be damned if I'm part of the 72%. Great consultation yesterday, Andre. I had a consultation with these guys, man. Great guys. They're coming down to Cali. About 4 brothers. Really good men. And these are all IT brothers. All IT brothers. Can't wait to go to Cali in May. Yeah, man. We had fun. I've been sending them all type of information. African Wolf, he'll be coming down soon. We cooking. Man, that was in the building. Don't forget the Tatiana. That nasty piece of. She just. Is it just me that you like? I never thought Tatiana was gonna be like this, but them be the ones that you never expected. Them be the ones, man, that be nasty than a mother. You be like, you nasty, man. Jet lag world travel. I like that name. My mic is cracking. Let me switch it over. Thanks very much, brother. Let me switch my mic over to auto. That should be better. Thank you very much. Now that I've switched it over, guys, let me know if the mic keeps cracking. Give me a few moments. We got Theo in the building. For the love of the game, thanks, Alex. For the love, Alexis. For the love of the game, the $5 super chat. Appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Let me put the Cash App up there, banner as well. Put that up there for you guys. And let's get the music. Keep going. Keep it smooth. There we go. Okay, let me make sure it's just right on the volume. All right, cool. We're going to keep it smooth and cool. David is in the building. What's happening? Today's topic, once again, for you guys that weren't here earlier, today's topic, we're going to talk about 5 reasons why men make better expats. This is for you guys that are on the fence about coming to Colombia or coming to DR or coming to Thailand or going to Europe or exploring Africa. If you're on the fence and you're like, I'm not sure, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you are built for this. We're going to go through the list right now. Reason number 1, your masculinity is needed around the world. Femininity is not. Feminism is not. I'm going to say that again. Number 1, your masculinity is wanted around the world. Feminism is not wanted around the world. Equal rights for women? Yes. Women being able to have equal opportunities? Yes. But that modern day feminism, that shit ain't wanted around the world. Go ahead, take that to Dubai. If you think feminism is so motherfucking amazing, try to pull that off in Dubai. Go and try to pull that off in Ukraine and the Eastern Bloc. And I see them trying to, I see they do the protests out there because we are women and we want the same right. Yeah, go ahead, try to pull that off. Go and try to pull that feminism move off in certain parts of Africa. You may be able to put it off. You can't even pull it off in a major way in Rwanda. And Rwanda is right now, their economy and their government is ran by 58% women. And even those women, like, we don't want to be feminists. We just want to be feminine with equal rights for our family and our man. Feminism is not wanted around the world, but you will never find a country other than the United States and UK and Canada that will say we don't want masculine men. Masculinity is always on demand. Always. That's why you see the women in Philippines on YouTube. Why you think these Philippine women on YouTube? They trying to lure that masculinity to their country. The women in Thailand trying to lure the Colombian women. I just watched some African women tell women in the United States, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about us in Africa because you don't know nothing about Africa. Oh, and by the way, passport bros, y'all come on down, baby. Come on down. The African sisters. Masculinity will always be in demand around the world. It ain't enough masculine men on the planet just statistically. They waiting for you. You like the military. You always in demand. They could always use one more body. One more person help. Shout out to the military brothers. One more person defending the countries. So it is in the countries when it comes to looking for masculinity. Number one, your happy ass gonna always be in demand. Always. You will not go to a country. They might not like your color sometime. They might not like your ideas. They might not like the fact that you're American. But you ain't never been to a country where they told you, don't bring your ass here because you're a man. You got Japan and China got parts of their country that's saying, listen, women, don't bring your ass here. We got enough women. We got so many women, they can't even find a man. But if you are a man, you can come on down here. You are always in demand. So if you plan on becoming an expat in 5 weeks or in 5 years, don't matter. Being a man is always in demand. Don't you never let nobody try to trick you into that. Ask how many motherfuckers trying to climb a wall or trying to get into the United States for the U.S. women. I'll wait. How many of y'all know of somebody that said, I came to the United States. I swam across 3 oceans, came through 5 jungles, beat rattlesnakes and gorillas. I climbed Donald Trump wall so I can get some U.S. women. Okay. If American women was so much all that, how come when the motherfuckers get to the United States, the only people they fuck is somebody from their own country? How come Asian dudes, when they get to America, they just looking around for some Asian pussy? African dudes looking around for some African pussy. Dudes from Ukraine, I know Ukrainians. I used to smash their sisters, so I know. They only looking for Ukrainians. Latin brothers, for the most part, y'all smashing Latin sisters. Who the fuck getting to the United States and they sleeping with American women? Nobody. Ain't nobody trying to fuck with that. If we don't want it and we live there, who go climb a wall for them crazy motherfuckers? These men have come through jungles, fought gorillas and shit. These dudes, as if they've been in the Congo, right? But my point is, they've been through hell and high water. There are people that didn't even survive the journey to get into the United States. It's people that's in dudes that's still on the borders, can't get across the borders. And this 1 or 2 or 10 dudes made it into the United States. And do you think he want to waste his motherfucking life on some U.S. big mouth ass, get on his last nerve, feminism ass women? He didn't go through the jungles for all that shit. And if he did, we gonna be warning him. Hey, dog. Hey, Pablo. You don't want her. Go on, get back with Maria. Get your ass back over there with Maria. Maria gonna take care of you. Empanadas and everything. Get your ass back over there. You don't want these ignorant ass women. We gonna warn him. Soon as he come to the barbershop, who you fucking with, Pablo? And listen, man. I met this girl named Keisha. What's her name? Keisha. Pablo, don't fuck with Keisha. You don't want to do that. You might as well drag your ass back into them jungles. You better get back over there with Maria. Please. Ain't nobody ever said that they need feminism. You know what we need more of in the world? If we only had a little bit more feminism. And women right now are turning their back on feminism. Like, what? We didn't know it would take all this. I got to die alone with a cat and a dog just for equality. I just want the same pay that men got. I didn't know it came with all this bullshit. Like, I can't get no more dick. Women are mad in the mom because they're like, I don't know about this feminism. I can't get no more dick. But masculinity, you dudes, men, it ain't a country that's gonna turn you away. Your happy ass gonna always, and I mean always, be in demand. That's the number one reason. Let me take care of this air real quick. Hold on for a second. It's getting hot in here. All right, cool. Excuse me, fellas. Okay. Numero dos. The reason why it's better, or men make better expats than women, or digital nomads working online, starting businesses online. The reason why is you know how to succeed without a safety net. Some of y'all don't realize. And I mean this. I'm gonna come back to this topic, this one in a second after I go to the comments. Some of you brothers don't realize this, and I want you to ponder on this. When I moved to this other country, I don't have a safety net. There is no unemployment. There's no welfare. There's no government assistance. There's no food stamps, EBT card, none of that shit. I ain't got nothing. It's just, Andre, if I don't make it, it ain't gonna work. Guess what? It's the same shit I had in the United States. Unemployment was limited if I lost a job. I wasn't eligible for any EBT cards. There's only 2 homeless shelters in the United States for men. 2 out of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of homeless shelters. 2 that's just for men. Ask that about women, all the hundreds they got in damn near every state. When it comes to foods, I can't get I ain't eligible for the EBT. No. I ain't got no child support. Dude, I don't know if y'all realize this, but as a man in the United States, you got the same safety net I got here in Colombia. If you lose your job, you ain't got shit to fall back on but your savings. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you dudes eligible for Section 8. A woman is, but your ass ain't. Just like there's no Section 8 here for me. Tell me you eligible for welfare. No, you ain't. Just like there's no welfare here for me. You dudes that got unemployment, that shit gonna run out, and you ain't gonna have nothing to support you. Just like I ain't got nothing here to back me up or be a golden parachute for me. Y'all think that if you move outside the country, it's gonna be hard pressed because of what if something happened? Dude, the same thing that could happen to your crazy tail in the United States is the exact same thing that can happen outside the United States. In other words, you gonna have to depend on you as a man. You ain't got no parachutes in the States. I don't know where the fuck you get that from. Your mama had them, your grandmama, your sisters, aunties, your girlfriend, your baby mama. All the ladies got parachutes out their ass. That's why they talk shit. Why? Because if they lose a job, it's still 10,000. Dude, take it from an ex-college recruiter. Let a baby mama walk her happy ass in there and say, I want to go to college. She not only get loans, scholarships, especially if she a black woman, there's scholarships out the ass. She gonna be getting grants. Oh, you need money to watch the kids? That money coming through. And then when she take all that proof that she's in college downtown, now she gonna get Section 8, food, more food stamp money, and all type of shit, bus passes, all that. Dude, I know. Let your happy ass enroll in college. You're gonna get a little bit of Pell Grant. You're gonna get a little bit of loan. You're gonna get your ass in them class with them books and pay that debt after you get done. You ain't got no net. I don't know why you think that you, dude. We know. Can we be real? If you sit back and lose your shit, you sleeping in your car tonight. You sleeping in the hotel. I don't care. Some of y'all can't afford to lose your investments, because if you lose, some of you, if you lose 10,000, 50,000, 15,000, 500, your ass sleeping in the car tonight. So all that trying to treat America like it's the safety net, ain't no motherfucking safety net for men. Put in the comment section the one safety net that exists for men. I bet you y'all can't put 3. What you gonna put? Welfare? That ain't for you. You ain't gonna get shit. Section 8? When last time you saw a man get Section 8? A man with a kid. You got a few dudes that get child support, but that don't equate to the average man. So you can't even use child support. What government golden parachute that exists right now, if you lost your job or lost how you make your money or you lost your business right now, what parachute exists for men, the average everyday man in the United States? Name one motherfucking parachute. And I'm pressing you if I say 3. Why am I bringing that up? Just like you survived in one country without a parachute, bruh, take it from your boy. You can survive in another country without a parachute. You're going to be all right. And you can survive in another country without a parachute. Tailor-Made Dreams ain't got no parachute. He gets no benefits in DR. If all his shit gone, he ain't got no benefits in DR. Now, some of you dudes got pension parachutes. Like, I'm ex-military. Shout out to you military brothers again. I'm retired. But I'm just talking about average everyday dudes that just working 9 to 5. You ain't got no parachutes, ever. Not from the government, you don't. To help you out during hard times. Richie Mack ain't got no parachute. He in Thailand doing good. I ain't got a parachute. I ain't seen if I lose everything, ain't nobody in Colombia coming to rescue Andre. Just like what nobody coming to rescue Andre in Florida. You get me? Number 2 reasons why you make a better expat is because you know how to survive in a country without a parachute. Women ain't used to that shit. They used to being rescued every time they turn around. Let them lose a job. It's 15 programs out there for their ass. You got more scholarships out there for women than you got for men. Not because more women enroll in college, because they feel like they should rescue all the women. And fuck you, men. You can make it on your own. Like Kevin Samuels used to say. He used to say the same thing I'm saying. There's nothing out there to rescue men. You built for this. You've been living your whole life in the United States with no parachutes. Nothing. Half of us, we ain't got no kids, so we don't even get a freaking tax refund. You don't even get that. We actually owe tax. Whether it be from our paychecks or whether because we own a business and we owe a percentage of tax. We don't get rescued for any dude that's succeeding. All he can do is get tax breaks and deductions, because there is no, for the rest of us that's really making money, there is no fucking tax check at the end of April waiting for our asses. Ask any dude that's making real money, any of you dudes, put in the comment section, how you dudes get a annual check back from the government? I'm not talking about you getting deductibles. We get that. Tax breaks, I got that. I'm talking about us regular everyday dudes. The more money you make, the less likely you getting a damn check in the mail. Talking about some $2,000 check, $10,000 check coming from the government. Dude, I can't. When I was in the States, I can't remember the last year I wasn't paying taxes. I wouldn't get no damn tax refund. What the is that? A black man with no kids that's making over 80, over 75 a year? You ain't getting no damn tax refund. You wish you would. What's my point in saying all that? You know how to survive. And I'm not talking about struggle survive. I'm talking about you know how to do what you've been doing since you got your first paper route and you started making money. You've been living your life without a parachute. So it is. That's what makes it so easy, so much easier for men to live in other countries than women. Women are so accustomed to being rescued and entitled. Looks like I'm freezing a little bit too. My bad, guys. I didn't even notice that. Hold on. I'm going to come back to this. Bro said, he said, yes, I owe. Yes, I owe. He said, I pay in. I owe every year. Yeah, we don't get no damn tax refund. Dudes with money, we get no damn tax refund. I ain't seen the tax. Dude, government ain't sent me shit in years. Excuse me for freezing, guys. I gotta keep looking down to make sure that I'm not freezing. Charitable organizations, absolutely correct. Yep. Unemployment pension, and I could get another job. Yep. That's it. Pablo says, never applied and never heard of them folks. Right. Had to do what I had to do to take care of my daughter. Come on, man. Remember Kevin Samuels told the story of when he was in college? And he said that he went to the girls' dorm one day, and he said them girls were eating lobster and shrimp. And he's like, wait a minute, we college students. Where'd y'all get lobster and shrimp from? Well, because we're college students, we're eligible for food stamps. Kevin said because we're men, we're not wired to think of leaning on the government as college students. We never even thought about getting food stamps as a college student. Because men are just like Stefano. We get it from the dirt. And that's why it makes it so easy for, he said I was going to say the church, but nah. You walk up in the church, nah, especially these new churches, where the pastor needs money for his Rolls Royce and his Lear jets. Like Chairman said, none. He said, I never had government assistance or unemployment. I'm doing my best to be an expat overseas. Facts. And a lot of times we don't notice that as men because we just live in everyday life and we just going through the routine and the rigmarole of life. Haven't used that word in years, rigmarole. And now you sit back and you realize you like, oh shit, I can live in another country. Why? I never have had a safety net in my own country. And y'all had never thought about that. But that's what makes you a good expat. If you establish yourself with an online thumbprint, whether it be IT, like the brothers were just saying, whether it be content creation, whether it be you're creating courses and those courses are selling online like crazy, whether it be affiliate marketing, whether you buy an online business by going to flippa.com, FLIPPA, flippa.com, and you buy an online business that's already established. Like I said, I was telling the guys yesterday during the consultation, you could buy one from 500 to 500,000 on flippa.com. It's the marketplace for buying and selling successful, not scammy, successful online businesses. Some people create online businesses so they can succeed, just so they can sell them and make a profit. Just like people flip houses. If you can get that online presence part down, or just like some dudes, they got their pension, they've got their retirement money. You can do this as an expat, especially as a male. Let me keep on going in the comments. African Wolf said, he said, damn room costs be free for her. Right, dorm room. He said, I've seen it. Yep. Push harder, typo. Yep, you just gotta keep going, keep it going. Yep. Just gotta you just gotta use harder and keep going. Yes, it is. We don't have nothing to save us in the United States. Like I said, I don't think dudes have pondered. It ain't shit that we got in the United States to rescue us. We done. We sleeping in cars. And the saddest part is the fastest growing number of homeless people that are going to sleep in shelters are women. Let you take your black ass and lose your job. And it's a choice between a woman sleeping on that cot and your ass sleeping on that cot in the middle of winter. You will be sleeping in an abandoned building in the middle of this winter before you'll get your happy ass in there to get on a cot. You better believe that. But you built for this. Like Kevin Samuels used to say all the time, pressure is made for shoulders, not for hips. So I ain't tripping on it. Like I said, this is not an anti-woman discussion we're having. Pressure is made for shoulders. We built for this, and no matter what country you go to, create your online fingerprint or thumbprint, and dude, roll with it. Roll with it. Average Man is Average Man Unplugged. Make sure you guys subscribe to that brother's channel. Loving his content coming out of Dad and Kia. I see you had a great time when you were there. What's good, Chat City? Down in Miami. That passport blues kicking in. Oh, I know you sick in the mouth. Oh, brother, I know it's painful. This is first. Hey guys, this is my man's first time leaving the country. Now this is his first time going back to the United States. Boy, he looking like Simply Red right now. Holding back the tears, I'll keep holding on. Ooh, holding back them tears, boy. And you were there for a month. So that means you got real comfortable in the chair of Colombia and had to take your happy ass back to the States. Damn. Oh man, boy, you talk about pain. Ooh, I remember that moment, that first trip going back to the States. That shit hurt my chest just to think about it. And then as soon as you get back to the States, this is a funny part. When you are in Miami airport, anybody that's ever flown out of Miami airport can validate this. You go into Miami's airport and it'd be like just nothing but fat chicks and attitudes when you first go in. And then you look at the Colombian, okay, your gate is like gate all the way down there. That's what the gate is called, gate all the way down there. Because you like gate 89, gate 87. You way down there. And do you notice in Miami airport, all of a sudden the language start changing and all of a sudden everybody get fine and sexy than a motherfucker? All of a sudden, when you're in Miami airport, ain't no more fat bitches around. Ain't no more sexy Venezuelans that's going to their country. Sexy Cubans that's going home. Ain't nothing but hot Colombians flying. Ain't nothing but cute ass Venezuelans all over the place. You notice that? Brazilians flying home. You're like, damn. I love this Miami airport. And then you got to go back to the States. And when you land going through customs, that long ass customs, you got to sit your ass there and just imagine sexiness, because ain't nothing sexy about customs. Ain't nothing but just cops and fat bitches. Oh, I do not miss going back to the States. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I love the States, but I don't miss going back to that motherfucker. Goodness gracious, I don't. I'm just saying, brothers. We're just saying. What it do? 313 in the building. What up, though? What up, though? Them Detroit boys. Will is in the building. Tonight's topic, shout out to Will. Tonight's topic is about 5 reasons why men, we just make better expats. How we can do this. And this for guys, like I said, this for guys that are on the fence. You're kind of like, I'm not sure if I could do this. I'm giving you the answers. First one is masculinity is always in demand around the world. They need us. We are in demand. And I'm not just saying that flippantly. You can do your research. It's countries that's wishing that they had more men, more masculine motherfuckers like us. They are straight serious. Shout out to my brother. They are straight serious about getting more men in all these other countries. So they are waiting for you. That's why these women are going all over YouTube and other countries saying, passport bros, if you don't bring your ass to my country and stop listening to them heifers in the United States that's trying to put you down. Don't worry about what they're talking about. Bring your ass to the motherland. Come on down to Thailand. Come to the Philippines. Come on down. These women are inviting us down. Why? Because masculinity will always, throughout the history of time, be in demand. Men have always been in demand. Name a country in an era in history where the demand for men ain't never been around. We've always been in demand. Always. Number one. Number two, you built for this. You ain't never had a golden parachute for shit. You've always had to get it out the mud. As a man, there are no government programs to help your ass out. Nothing. You ain't got nothing. Just like there's no government programs here to help me, it ain't shit in the United States that can help me either. There are no government programs. None for Andre. So since I know I had to get it out the mud in the States and I can get it out the mud in this country, might as well go get it out the mud in the third country. Number 3. You are able to handle rejection. I see some of these female expats, man, I be feeling so sad for them, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Especially the solo travelers. They try to make it seem like on Instagram, like, I'm a solo traveler. Look at these photos of me. And I'm in Dubai and I'm in. Them be some lonely ass sisters, man. Why? Because soon as 2 dudes fuck them and 2 dudes reject them, they just go into like they do in the States. They just go into this cocoon of loneliness. Whereas we fuck 2 people and get rejected by 2 people, we still gonna keep on going. Why? We're accustomed to rejection. We know that it takes work to get to a woman, no matter what country we're in. It ain't no big deal to us. Some women that reject us because they got a man. Some women might reject us because they just ain't into us. We cool with that. Hey, is what it is. Next chick. We keep it going. Women, they can't handle no rejection. They gonna try to take that feminism bullshit to another country and be rejected like a motherfucker. That's the 3rd reason we can handle the rejections and challenges of life. Like, once again, like Brother Kevin used to say, pressure is made for shoulders, not for hips. They ain't built like us for this. Women ain't built like us for this. Yeah, you got some that can come out here and travel and live the happy life, but the norm, they some lonely motherfuckers, man. Lonely. And then this the funny part. The other part they can't handle. The expense. It looks like I froze for. Let's wait till I think I'm back on. It looked like I froze again. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Bring it back, Dre. These routers, boy, even my router is just, I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi lately. Even with my router, it's just been like, ugh. But thank you guys with your patience. But the other thing is that women from the States, they weren't prepared for or ready for the economic expectation of men in other countries. Remember I told you that story earlier about the woman that went to Jamaica and the Jamaican dude told her $200? Women in the United States ain't used to coming out of money like that. For no dick. They used to dick free 99, right? Come on, let's be real. Women in the United States used to paying next to nothing for sex. Every once in a while, they may fly us out. Every once in a while, they'll give us a little gift. But for the most part, women in the United States used to paying nothing for bad sex, nothing for good sex. Then they go to these other countries where the dudes look good, can sex them good, but ain't got no money. So now the women in from the United States, they ain't used to hotel fees, paying for a hotel unless they're gonna have sex with the dude in the ocean. They ain't used to paying for the meals and the drinks, throwing that credit card out there for a man. They ain't used to that. We used to that. We used to buying drinks. We used to, hey, I got an Airbnb or a hotel room. We built for this. They not built for those type of challenges, dude. No matter what country we go to, whether it be we go to Sweden, Germany, we all up in France, doesn't matter. We already know, hey, if I got to pay for a drink to smack, come on, girl, let's go drink. But I'm gonna tear that pussy up tonight, though. Don't get it twisted. Women ain't used to that. That's a whole brand new dance. And then all of a sudden, they're alone. They're alone and lonely. Oh, come on with the Wi-Fi. Let me see if I can set my router up again. Oh, that's what happened. My router died. That's what happened. Yep. So I'm gonna let the router charge a little bit. Our router battery died. Okay. Yeah. He said, I introduced my young brother to Next Concept. He said, I think I made a mistake. He was mad at me for not telling him earlier. Oh, I'm just saying, man. Shout out to Steve, man. That's what's up. What up? Yeah. We just talking about how guys make better expats and passport bros than the passport women do. And like I said earlier, and I'm continuing to say, this is not a slight against the women. This is just to encourage you dudes, man. Take advantage of who you are by nature. Because if you ever notice, most of the stuff I talked about so far is stuff that you are by nature. You overcome rejection and the challenges of life by nature. You do this. I'm telling you that the stuff that you do in the United States, remember what I said in one of my last videos, whatever made you great in the States, bring that with you. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about something that's off the wall or off course. Whatever it was that made you a great mutt in the States, bring that on with you. Being masculine and being a man. You use that in the States. Bring it with you. Being a person that overcome rejection and challenges, bring it with you. Not having a parachute to lean on as far as the government looking out for you. Bring that with you. All these things that you worry about if you'll make it in another country, you will. Why? Because you already got that stuff in you. Shout out to Mikey in the building. What's up, coach? You guys make more force. You guys are more focused on goals than the moment for digital nomads. Wait a minute. Let me get that right. You guys are more focused on the goal than the moment for digital nomads. I didn't get that, Mike. Give me a further insight into what you were saying. 74 here. Click that like button. Appreciate you guys for the super chats and the cash apps. I appreciate that very much. Number 4. This is straight up. You know how to succeed by yourself or in a pack of wolves. It's a lot easier for you guys to travel with your boys, but if them niggas don't want to go, you can go by yourself. Most women ain't built to say that. Some women can go solo travel, but most women, they ain't got that solo travel in their blood like that. You built for either or. I'll say that again. You are built for either or. You can be with your boys and having a ball. But at the end of the day, you can be by yourself and still have a great time because you might meet some other brothers in other countries. Or the chick that you met in that other country can show you around and have you having a good time for the 5 days or 10 days that you're in her country. Women can't say that. And I understand it's a safety factor involved because, women don't want, it's crazy men in the world sometimes. I understand that. But that don't mean that we can't travel as solo travelers as men. That ain't got nothing to do with us. What's my point? Once again, you built for this. Everything that I'm gonna say something, and I also said before I get the Mike's comment. Shout out to Mikey. Everything that I'm saying for the 5, these are the 5 tools that I use to not just leave the United States. It's why I haven't come back to the United States. And I've also been successful outside the United States. I'll say that again. Everything that I'm saying, that's us by nature, us dudes by nature. These natural habits are how I left the United States, stayed out of the United States, and I've been successful outside the United States. By using the shit that we do naturally. I ain't named nothing about what I'm doing that you ain't already been doing your whole damn life as a man. Nothing. Let's scroll back up to Mikey, then Stefano. Like I said, he said, I was saying that guys will focus on the goal of being a digital nomad than women are about being in the moment as a digital nomad. Yeah, that's true. That women are about being in the moment of being a digital nomad. I'm telling you, man, that digital nomad life, I love it. I love it. When I discovered white boys was doing it, I was like, man, that's the life I'm trying to live. I kid you not. And I kept seeing white dudes that were like, y'all know how I be on the white brothers next, because they always be sticky, but they got money though. They be funky, but they got money. Shout out to my white brothers. The funny part is I would be in my cubicle and I watch these YouTube channels and watch the white brothers in Bali living their life, but they working. I'm watching trashy looking white girls that you all of us probably ran through in college. And you looking at her and she in Thailand living her best life. And I'm stuck in this damn cubicle. She making more money than me. And that's when I got serious about online work and this is before COVID and all that shit. That's when I got serious. I said, whatever it is for me to find out about online jobs, online businesses, I got straight serious about it. I say my life is going online. That's where the world is going. This was like 2015, 2016. I've been knowing about it since 2011. I got serious about it in like 2016. And I was like, fuck that. I say, these white people are not going to be... There's been enough of me sitting back watching white people do shit. Enough of that, Dre. Enough of that watching white people succeed here, succeed there, acquire this. Every time we think we done some shit, they always move the goalposts and do some better shit than that. Every time we sit back and say, so-and-so, the brother has become CEO of Nabisco. Filmed at 11. White folks be like, we don't want to be CEOs no more. Like, what? The more you see brothers and sisters becoming CEOs, the more you see white boys and white girls and white women saying, wow, we just want to go on a golf course. We just want to spend the rest of our days traveling. We'll start a small business and be digital nomads. You're like, what? You mean we done bust our asses for damn near 60 years to become CEO of this and CEO of that and partner of this firm and partner of that firm just for white people to say, we're done with that shit. You can have that CEO shit. We're going online. The world's going online. It's going digital. It's going AI. And so I was like, man, fuck that. White boys are gonna be leaving me behind this time. Y'all can have that CEO shit where I gotta move up, then move. I came in as entry level, then I moved up as a junior. Then all of a sudden I became manager. Then I became manager of managers and shit. And then all of a sudden the CEO decided, I'm gonna retire and I'm moving around the world. Like, what the? I could have did that when I was down here. Like, fuck that, man. All you dudes that want to be CEOs of shit, hey, I need your taxpaying ass to stay in the United States anyway. I need you to stay in the United States anyway. 72% of y'all ain't gonna go nowhere anyway. Okay, y'all think I'm bullshit. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Jim. We're gonna come back to this 72%. Just came in from Belize. Shout out to you, Belize, on a solo trip. Met a cool Canadian chick. That's what I'm talking about. Smashed and chill with. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He ain't lying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Us men are built for this solo travel. Are the threats of life out there? Yes, but it's threats of life in our own cities. So we can't act like we ain't already built to look at life with the side eye. We built to protect others, but we also built to protect ourselves. So these are the things that make it cool for you to travel solo. Dude, when I came to Medellin, I didn't know nobody. Nobody. I tell you guys, I hit up Ace in his comment section. He only had 200 subscribers. So he was willing to meet with me. And then I met some ex-military dudes that were all IT dudes. I'm going to tell y'all something. I didn't know IT was all that until I met them brothers. And they started describing what they were doing and how they could still travel and do this and do it. I'm like, man, this IT thing is hot. This what's going on? This is what the world going to? And that just... talking to that group with the IT and then me learning the digital nomad life, and it all came together like bam. And I all of a sudden understand and kicked in like, Andre, you really need to put together your online footprint. You really need to find out how to get a job online. Find out how much money they're paying on. And so many companies are going online now. And then in the United States right now, they are firing y'all. I don't know if y'all want to admit it or not. They are firing y'all asses in record numbers. In record numbers. Banks firing y'all ass. Twitter let go 2 more. What Twitter let go? Twitter let go what? Another 3, 4, 5, 7? I think Twitter let go another. I forgot how many Twitter let go yesterday. They down to only 2,000 employees running all of YouTube, firing motherfuckers like crazy. Like crazy. Bank of America fire them up. Amazon fire them up. Y'all all on unemployment line. God damn, you might as well go ahead and say, I might as well find a job online. Why? Because the job market I thought that was stable in the United States ain't as stable as I thought it would, huh? And you a man, so you ain't got no real parachute except for maybe a little bit of unemployment for a few months. This is the perfect time. Your ass fired. You might as well go ahead for your next job. Look for something that's going to be online. I just got a text message from a brother today. Just got one from a brother today. And the brother said, Andre, I want to say thank you. He said, when you told that story about the brother down there that asked his boss, can I work online? And can I work online from anywhere in the world? And his boss said, yes. He said, Andre, I thought about that video. He said, I went in to my boss 2 days ago. Asked my boss. He said, I've never worked online. Asked my, like online. He said, I asked my boss, could I work online? He said, my boss said yes. He said, then I asked my boss, can I work from anywhere in the world? He said, my boss said yes. He said, so I'll be moving to Colombia. I think he said later on this year. If the economy collapses in the United States, you might as well just go ahead and say, well, fuck it. Let me try to find something online. Especially, remember this, guys. And don't forget it. You don't have to start off making your end money. You don't have to start off making the money that you were making in the States. Dudes, see, this is the part that men are built for. In our minds. Remember my story. What was I? 75 to 81,000, right? When I left the United States. Right? I had land that I hadn't sold yet. I had to split the proceeds of the selling of the house in Florida with the ex-wife. So I really ain't had shit. I came down here 20,000. No game plan, no nothing. All I had was an online job that paid about a good 35,000. Now I'm going from 75 down to 35. But mind you, 35,000 US dollars in Colombia is equivalent to 100K in buying power. So while I was scraping and busting my ass to barely get close to 100,000 in the States, 35,000 in Colombia was giving me buying power that I didn't even know about. With that 35,000, the next year, 62. Year after that, 94. Year after that, 120. I'm using the same tools that's already in you. I ain't telling you that I read an extra book. I had an extra skill. Nothing. All I did was bring my masculinity, my ability to realize I had no safety net, just like I don't have one in the States. My ability to overcome rejection in the challenges of life. I brought that down here with me. My ability to learn or hang around you guys and network in a pack, or even have to handle and take care of the shit by myself. All the stuff that I did got me to $120,000 a year. And it's the same shit that's in you. All of it. Masculinity, overcoming, all of it. So I can't even sit up there and act like or pretend like it was something special about me. No, it wasn't. I just used the shit that we use in the States. Why did I tell my story so often? when you first decide to become a digital nomad, you might have to start with a $25,000, $35,000 job. Even some of you dudes that got pensions and you want to still work, you may have to work for a $25,000, $35,000. But the mistake that you're trained and programmed to believe in the United States. I bust my ass for 35 years to get to 110,000. I wish I would go back to 35,000. See, when you learn about global buying power, you don't look at 35,000 to 35,000. I saw the buying power of my 35,000. My 35,000 was making $100,000 worth of purchases. And I had tax breaks that your $110,000 ass ain't never gonna get. You got $110,000 that you made, but how much of that shit you pay off in taxes? I got 35,000. It's got $100,000 worth of buying power, and I get tax breaks like a motherfucker. That's what my point is. Don't get caught up in that trap of you got to start off at the top, or if you step back, you will never be able to step forward again. And I did all this shit at 50. Some of you dudes 41, 32, 27. If I could take a gamble at 50, you know, any of you dudes that's over 50, you already know we can't bullshit with years. Young dudes can fuck around with 5 years. If you 30 and if you fuck up 5 years, you just 35. At 50, 55, if I fuck up 5 years, I'm 60 years old. So to take a gamble on me at this stage of life, I just use the same tools that's already in you dudes, man. I'm telling y'all. Don't be looking at Ace like he's special. Ain't nothing special about that nigga. Zoom, Richie Mac. We all on the phone with each other every day. We just regular everyday dudes just like y'all. Taylor Made Dreams, Russ, Check in Effect, Marwa. Well, it's got to be something about Jabril. Passport head, no. Just regular ass dudes. Some dudes got more proceeds than others, but we all started off somewhere with just a little bit. And we decide to go after our goals. And sometimes going after your goals, you step out to the United States to accomplish that shit. I'm letting y'all know I'm going to the comments, and then we're gonna hit the last one, the last section, brother. The last section. You say facts though, we can do that too. It's not just for white people. Absolutely correct, man. He said, I've been in full remote since 2015. Shout out to you, Tobias. Make sure you guys subscribe to my man's channel, man. Hey, if y'all trying to get y'all European girls on, them Euros, the fine ones, I'm telling y'all where to go. Telling y'all what channel to watch. Y'all gonna keep on watching only. Y'all can't just keep watching only Check channel about Europe. Shout out to Check in Effect. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. But also, make sure you, Tobias the Traveler, remember the traveler part. Make sure you guys subscribe. He said since 2015 with no college degree. Anyone can do it. Absolutely. Tobias out there doing his thing, man. He says that the corporate life is taxing on you. It ain't all that. Dude, take it from me. My dream after incarceration was being a corporate man. I wanted to be a corporate man. And once I became a corporate man, I realized that they had corporate politics. And I became cool with the politics. Until one day, the college that I was working for, I think I told this story before. The college that I was working for, they were having like an annual celebration, and they had the three owners of founders of that particular college, not owners, but founders of that college. They were interviewing these dudes, and they were so nonchalant. And they weren't really old. They were kind of like around my age. I was younger, I was like in my 40s at this time period. And they were right around my age right now, 55. And I never forget them dudes said that they thought about creating this college while they were just sitting around playing golf. And I'm thinking like, I'm sitting up here, I've been working for these motherfuckers for 6 years. I've been in this college game for 20 years. Busting my ass, and these dudes sitting up here making millions upon millions, hand over fist. They ain't driving through no damn traffic. They ain't got to deal with no women with no mouthiness or attitudes. They don't give a damn about if it's 50 women outside picking and talking about feminism. None of that shit. These dudes are at the golf course thinking of master plans. And I'm thinking to and all this, I kid you not, that's when Reginald Lewis' book just hit me in the fucking face. Why the fuck should white men have all the fun? And I'm not talking about some damn rednecks from Kentucky. I ain't talking about no militia white boys. I don't give a fuck about them dudes. I'm talking about white dudes just like doing the same shit that we could do. In Bali, in Thailand, in Colombia, in Mexico. Same shit. I'm like, man, fuck that. I said, if them 3 white boys can come up with them a master plan, I could come up with me a master plan. I'm just as smart as them motherfuckers, if not smarter. It took 3 of them to come up with a plan. I'm going to do this by myself. I'm going to network with the right people. I'm going to put together the plan. I'm going to take my time to learn it. And I'm going to start, if I got to start from scratch my ass to get it off the ground, I'll start from scratch. But I know one thing. I ain't going to let the white boys have all the fun. I promise myself that. I'm not letting the white boys have all the fucking fun. Fuck that. Looking at them through the bakery window. Ooh, wow, look at those brownies and apple pies. White boys really do have all the fun, don't they? Get the fuck out of here. And like I said, nothing against my white brothers, but that's sitting back as a black man. I'll be damned if I sit back as a black man, be waiting for white dudes to feed me and shit. Well, here's a promotion. You've done great, Andre, after 17 years of working for us. I remember they did a headline. It was a brother that worked for McDonald's for 30 years. Not manager. Not one of the individuals that was supervisor. For 30 years, this brother worked for one fucking McDonald's and ain't getting no major raises. All he got was a fucking pat on the back and nigga, get out of here. 30 fucking years. The fuck out of here. No. What else? Shout out to my man, the champ. The champ. E&B in the building. Svano says, I'm actively in pursuit of the digital nomad visa. I've already worked remotely and my company is already in Bogota, which is the capital of Colombia. Shout out, man. Gotta love those typos. I struggle with it too, brother. Shout out to Tyler. Man Dollar says, cybersecurity is something brothers should consider. Absolutely correct. I'm going to come back to your comment too, Matt Dallas, but I'm going to comment on it real quick, guys. Whatever online endeavor you try to take, you aren't supposed to start knowing everything. Don't be scared. You don't know shit about IT or cybersecurity. You ain't supposed to know. You're supposed to start off from scratch. Well, I'm 50-something, Dre. I've been driving trucks my whole. Well, you keep on driving your trucks, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that part. I know you got a retirement plan. We're talking about guys that are thinking about the digital life. If you're thinking about leaving corporate America like I did and just going into the digital life of doing your own thing, you got to start from somewhere. And sometimes you're starting from zero as far as the learning curve. Remember what I mentioned the other day, the J curve. The J curve. Remember I talked about that? We all go through it. Some of you dudes that weren't here for the J curve, let me show you what I'm talking about. When it comes to, I already got the J curve already here. This is in everything in life. When it comes to parenting, when it comes to business, when it comes to working for somebody, the J curve is everything in life. You know, when people say, well, there's a learning curve for everything, we think like this. No, the learning curve is this right here. When you become, let me go over here. When you become IT or online job, or when you first start an online business, your ass is here. You right here. You are not going up here. You are gonna, when you start that business and you learn those skills, you are going down. You got to learn shit. You got to start mastering shit. You going down. Then you come around the curve. Let me see if I get this right. Then you come around the curve, and you may look like you just basically breaking even. That's what this breaking even mark is right here. You may feel like I came down and learned all this stuff. I'm barely making the money that I made in the States. I make less. Then all of a sudden you have what's called a breakthrough. And all of a sudden you're going up here. You aren't supposed to start up here. Nobody does. Kevin Samuels did with this show. Kevin Samuels for 5 years talked to men. 5 years right here. Start talking to women right about here. Then basically broke even on year 5.5, and then bust their ass open. Yeah, bust the women's asses open literally. That's the J curve. That's in everything. Nobody starts off here parenting, the first time parenting. You learn in parenting. Then you bring your tail all the way up here, and your kids graduating college, and you feeling all good and proud and shit. You losing weight, you start right here. You start with the walking and the exercise and the pain. In the first couple of weeks when you're lifting weights, that shit is sore. Then all of a sudden you get your own routine and you change your diet. Then you get up here and you done lost 20, 30 pounds. You don't start off here. And you trying to skip it by going right here. No, that shit, no. You want to be a YouTuber? Same shit. All these years of, like I was saying, the J curve with my man Jay Fleming. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. J curve to get to the 1,000 subscribers. Making sure you learn how to edit, networking, doing consultations, sitting up there. You're doing collaborations, and all of a sudden your channel just break even. You get to 1,000 subscribers. You'd have bust your ass all that time just to get to 1,000 subscribers. But then all of a sudden, easily 10,000, 15,000, 25,000, 45,000, and you on your way. All of a sudden, the affiliate deals start coming in. The sponsorships start coming in. The book writing, the Patreons, all that shit start coming in. But as a YouTuber, you got to go through all this shit first. You can't just, I'm a YouTuber, just I'm going up. Who told you that shit? They lied. You better stop listening to them YouTubers that's telling you how to get to 1,000 subscribers in 3 days. They're going to have your ass at home wondering what happened to your channel. Shout out to Afro National in the building. He said, salute to you, Dre, or shout out, Dre. Brother, as always, or always, brother. Shout out to you, Tyler. Mad Dollars in the building. Jay dropping nuggets for free right now. Take it while it's lasting. Free 99 right now. Shout out Denario, Tranquilo for the $5 super chats. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate all you guys for your super chat and donations. Some brothers don't know they need to set goals, and that's what it was. I set the goal, and I'm still setting them, man. Dude, y'all can tell how I am. I'm hungry like I'm day one. Why? Just like you guys, ain't no parachute. Ain't no parachute for me. And you know what makes it so cool? When you know that there's no parachute for you in the United States as a man. For real, no real parachutes. There's no parachute for me in Colombia. If shit fall apart in Colombia, guess what? Me and Andre will never go to the United States. Why? It's too many other countries that I know that I could take these same skills to and succeed. The skill of masculinity. The skill of problem solving and overcoming things. The skill of networking, but yet having the ability to be by myself. All the skills that I was talking about earlier, all those that's already in us. They already in us. I ain't telling you nothing that the Lord ain't already told you about you. When you was born you will be born male. All these are male traits that make you succeed. All of them. I ain't said nothing tonight that's not in most of us dudes. Even our LGBTQ dudes, many of them have all these traits still in them to be successful. Still got these same traits. Shout out to Floyd. He said the corporate parties, loud and wild, potential Me Too cases in the hey. Reason I'm laughing because he is right. Boy, them corporate parties, man, they must be off the chain. You talking about knowing that you're gonna smash that night. I don't ever told y'all, my partner, man, he went to the corporate Christmas party, came out with his wife 3 kids later. I kid you. No, 2 kids later. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Tevin. He said, sorry I'm late. I was busy at work. Get that money, brother. I ain't mad at you. Mr. Stevens says he said, I figure you read that book. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, I think you know what? It might have been Burger King. You might be right. He worked all those years at Burger King. I said McDonald's. You might be right. Started GoFundMe for him, and he got $200K. I'm glad, man. I'm glad, because that was fucked up how that restaurant chain did him. That's good, man. He deserved that. I'm telling you, Dre, your time is coming. This channel will be at 100K, 200K soon. The truth. Some of you guys have said that to me. Shout out to you, Tyler. Some of you guys have said that to me just recently. And you know something? It's slowly starting to that is so slowly starting to dawn on me that I could actually see this channel at 100K. Like you guys have already seen us do it with one channel, and I could actually see that happening with this channel because it's needed to be said, man. I try to think about more of the psychological part of us being passport bros than just the fun party part. That part is cool, and I love giving footage on that. But it's the little things that make us successful as passport bros. And also try to think about as passport blue book gentlemen, passport kings. I try to think about us from the perspective of, okay, we can travel outside the United States, but what mindset does it take to stay out that motherfucker? It don't have to be like, it don't have to be average man. Unplugged. We're here in the airport right now in the States, sad in the motherfucker because he went back to the States for the first time. Them blues hitting him. He said, I'm learning cloud engineering. See, this is the shit I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out. This is what I'm talking about, man. When these females on these YouTube channels so distracted by the fact that they think that we only think about women when it comes to traveling, And you dudes are quietly behind the scene, restructuring your lives and your mindset, getting your health on track. You donate to different opportunities because you like, if I give a blessing, I'm gonna get a blessing back. Y'all doing all these little things behind these women's backs. And I was thinking today, this is my year 6 outside the States. And I started thinking about year 10. And it's going to be amazing to see all you dudes living your dreams in the next 4, 5, 6, almost 10, 12 years. Because I know some of you dudes still got the kids to take care of. You might be taking care of your mom or dad. But it's going to be amazing to see. Man, and by then, your boy will have Spanish down packed too. Just to sit back and just watch it unfold, man. I'm just sitting back watching you dudes do your thing, man. And I'm so proud. I won't even lie. I'm a proud brother. If ain't nobody ever told y'all they proud of y'all, man, fuck that. I'm proud of y'all brothers, man. I ain't got nothing but love for you. I don't say that flippantly because I'm on this side of it and I understand what it takes to get to this side of it. I'm so proud of you dudes, man. I'm so proud. All you do is learning new languages, and y'all got girlfriends in other countries, or you're traveling for the first time, or you just got your passport, or you're learning a new skill. Man, I'm so proud of y'all, man. I'm proud. And I know though nobody in the States understands you when it comes to what you're trying to do for your future. Your girlfriend who you still smashing, she don't understand you. Your partners don't understand you. The only dudes that understand you is like dudes that's got passports or travel. You slowly but surely pulling away from everybody because you focusing on your goals. You used to fuck 10 bitches. Now you fucking only 2. What's wrong with him? He focused, girl. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm proud of that shit. I ain't gonna even lie. For the love of the game, Mr. Steven, thank you very much for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. I mean, everything that I say too, man. I love y'all brothers, man. Question for IT guys. Is it worth it getting your that's a good question. You IT guys may be able to answer this. I don't know if you guys have answered it or not. He said, is it worth it getting your AWS cloud practitioner certification at 40 plus? That's a good question for you IT guys. You can answer it in the comment section with, so because we sharing knowledge in this channel. I want you guys to share that. Beach Mitchell, he said, I'm doing the same thing at 32. Poor man, he said, cool. You have completed the AWS. And that's the other part. A lot of it is of IT. A lot of online world right now is certifications going into your resume. And you dudes are in demand like a motherfucker. I swear y'all in demand. And I'm talking about globally. I'm not just talking about U.S. businesses trying to hire y'all. Man, it's dude, y'all mothers. Can I tell y'all something? I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I wish I'd have thought of that shit before I came. When I became a digital nomad, online teaching was the thing. So everybody was trying to get a job teaching online. So that's where I was. That's where we were going. Everybody was getting their certification so they could teach online. Boy, y'all doing it on a whole nother level. Ooh, I wish I'd thought about that shit when I first came down here. And that's what I mean, man. We all helping each other out, building. So let me not dip in you guys' conversation. He said, any cloud related, it is worth it no matter what age. It isn't going away. No time too soon. Absolutely correct. Thanks, Afro National. He said data exponentially is growing. Absolutely correct. So you need people who can design and maintain and keep data stores secure. You guys are bringing the knowledge. So yeah, I kid you not. When I just said that a minute ago, I really meant that. I really meant I really wish somebody was around to tell me, shout out to my brother again, to tell me, hey Dre, you need to get off into this IT. Wasn't nobody around to tell me. I didn't know. I never knew. You should already have. I know, right? I should, for real. You ain't lying. 6 years of Colombia wife, and no excuses. It's true. It's true. Not cool to tell another man what he should have. I understand. It's true. Once you hit your goals, you're supposed to you're supposed to create more. Absolutely correct. Diego says 26-year-old freight dispatcher, 2 to 4K a week from your phone, getting a place in Colombia in November. I ain't mad at you, brother. That's what's up, man. See, this is the stuff that they never talk about on those YouTube streets about us brothers with passports that's traveling. He said, Dre's really influential. You guys influence me, in all sincerity. You really do. I think I told this story a couple days. No, I told this to Andrea. I was on a YouTube channel, a female YouTube channel, which I knew better. That was my fault, because I always said don't even go to them channels, and even not the female channels, but the negative channels that talk about passport bros. But one day I went on there, on one of those channels, and the female just cussed me out and told me that you just using your wife and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I could just leave. And I was calm and I left. And I won't even lie. This is the first time I'm talking about this. It kind of got to me. I wanted to go back on her channel and curse her out. I wanted to, vindicate. I'm a man. Ain't no bitch gonna be talking to me like that, right? And this has been months ago. But it still kept eating at me. Sometimes stuff that you forget about, you be like, it ain't even worth it, but it still be eating at you for weeks and weeks and weeks. You're like, why am I still thinking about this? And I got in my 2 days ago, I got a message from one of you brothers. And it said, hey Dre, a couple months ago, you was on so-and-so and so-and-so's channel. And she acted a damn fool. She just disrespected you and your wife. And you were so cool and so calm. He said, man, thank you for being like that. He said, thank you for you and your wife being a great example to the rest of us brothers of how our lives can be when we leave the United States. And dude, you know how much that helped me out to get over that moment? So when I say that you guys help me out, I ain't just helping you out. It's times when I'm going through some stuff and you guys say the right thing at the right time at the right moment. You guys will sit. Sometimes you guys are sitting like, say, hey Dre, what's your cash app? I got something I want to send to you. Some of you guys will be like, I hadn't even mentioned Crown to you guys, but you saw the video of me requesting Crown 2 weeks later, and all of a sudden you come to Cali, Colombia and say, hey Dre, I didn't forget the Crown. So I got the Crown Royal for you. It ain't about the Crown Royal. It's about that we being there for each other as brothers, man. And I appreciate you guys more than you realize. Like I said, it be times when you say the right word, you send the right text message, you put the right thing in the comment section at the right time. I could be going through a time where I'm tired or sad day. Sometimes you just have a sad moment. You don't have sad days, but just have a moment, right? And I'll be reading the comment section and you guys will say something and it'll be exactly what I'm going through at that moment. This one brother, he sent me a scripture from the Bible every other day because he like, Dre, you always talking about the Bible. I'm gonna send you a scripture. So now he sent me a scripture every other day to keep me encouraged. So when I say I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man, y'all better believe your boy. He said, Dre, in addition to everything else, you should be a motivational speaker. I actually used to be. I used to be on stage, guys, in front of crowds of thousands. I actually was the president of our our local Toastmasters. And in 2019, I came in first place in regional public speaking, and I lost going into national to the dude who I beat, the brother, cool brother too, who I beat in the regionals. He beat me for going into the nationals, and that was for Toastmasters International. So I was always been into public speaking, and so yeah, man, yep. And I try to motivate us, keep us encouraged. He said, God has really, he said, God has really blessed you how to talk to people in a creative manner. It all sticks, bro. Now, but you know how I try to be like? Much respect. Thank you very much, Beach Material. I like that name for real. For real. That's a cool ass name. Damn. Man, y'all be coming up with some names. I'm like, man, I wish I'd have thought of that. And like African Wolf, that's my favorite one, right? And so but yeah, man, I try to be like Slick Rick and Biggie. I try to give you stories or metaphors, or even like how Jesus did, gave a lot of metaphors to give a visual picture of, I see that. Like when I talk about guys coming to Colombia and I say it's an apple, Colombia is like a beautiful apple orchard. You come here, you can pick any apple you want, even a low-hanging fruit, but then you guys pick it up off the ground because it looked good on one side, but then you turn it over and it's full of ants, worms, and dirt, and you still eat it. And instead of picking another low-hanging fruit in Colombia, what do? You pick up another chick off the ground because she looked good on one side and it still got worms, dirt, and ants, and you eat it again. And you wonder why you get sick or something. In other words, why something happens to you, why you in Medellin, why you in Cartagena. Instead of at least picking a low-hanging fruit of females, you picking up chicks that's beautiful but bottom feeders. So I always try to use metaphors and ideas. I think that's a subconscious thing, but yeah. He said, business plan for IT guys. Get a group of 10 plus, start a business in the States. Keep 2 to 3 stateside. Yeah, that's true. 2-3 stateside. Pass any potential regulations. True. Then the rest go remote and switch out 6 months. Can't beat that, brother. Stefano says, I'm a supervisor, and so I'm a manager. So I'm in management, but I'm certified in healthcare IT for life. He said, I'm trying to one into the healthcare consultation LOB. Got an interview this Friday, man. Let's keep this brother in prayer, man. I hope you get it, man. Keep us posted on that one. No matter how it goes, keep us posted. He say, this is what this space does for me. Very inspiring, motivational, and therapeutic. Yeah. Like I say before, I learned this a long time ago about us dudes. When men can catch a man in the middle of his bullshit in seconds. We know if a dude lying, nigga lying, or if a dude telling truth. Like a dude be lying, like dudes in the feds be lying like, man, when I was out there, I was selling so much drugs. Man, I had a helicopter with diamonds in the propeller. Dudes be in that mother telling a lie, can't nobody verify it, but everybody know he lying. So it is in the real world. Just being honest, man. Being honest. That's why you guys hear my good stories. That's why you hear my wild stories. That's why you hear my sad stories. Because at the end of the day, we all go through the same thing as men. No matter what color you are, basically we're all traveling the same as male journey. Especially in a country full of feminism. They always say we're using money to get women overseas. Man, listen. We use money when it comes to women in every country. It ain't a country that we as a male will go to where it's not money that's going to be involved in some way or another. I'm a husband. I gotta come out of money. It's called responsibility. Some dudes dating in the States right now while we're talking, he coming out of money. If you got a daughter, little mama, she getting some of your money. You can't get around it. You gonna come out some money when it comes to a female or a woman in your life. It just is what it is. Let's just call it for what it is. It's cool. The question is, what type of woman or person are you going to allow you to give yourself money? You're going to allow yourself to give money to? That's the question. You're going to come out of money no matter what. But who you going to give your money to, that's where you decide. Yeah, all women are money based. Absolutely correct, brother. He said, I zoo Columbia. I wish Richie was here to see that. He said Cali and Cartagena. Man, we just got back from Cartagena this morning. Man, we needed that trip. We left Friday. Had a great time, man. Really great time. I'm going to drop the videos this week. Let you guys check out our trip to Cartagena, man. It was fun. And no, we didn't go to the clock tower at night. Hell no. So don't be looking for none of that footage. Thanks, Uncle Dre. Anytime, brother. Anytime. He said, Dre, have you read? No, I haven't. And I've seen it so many times, man. I'm actually trying to finish off this book that I'm reading right now, which is the Think Again. There's a book out called Think Again. And so I'm trying to finish that book off. But I've seen Power several times, man, of the top 5 books to read in 2021, 2022. I'm just saying, African Wolf, you got the coolest name, bro. He said, ready to escape the Matrix. Man, listen, escape like Houdini. Gotta get away. Boom, 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 boom. I know, right? The El Chapo, my plug. I feel you, brother. Man, listen. Okay, let me not dip in when you guys are having conversations. Jamon in the building. What's up, brother? What up, chat people? Okay, we're on number 5. Let me see if I scroll down high if I've hit everybody. Okay, I did. Cool. All right, cool. All right. So we already talked about the 5 things that allowed you to be more successful as an expat than women are. Number 1, your masculinity will always be in demand. Your ass will as a man. There are very few countries in the world that will tell you we got enough men, don't come here. It ain't a country in the world that's gonna turn away a man if he wants to live there. They will turn a woman ass away because they be like, we ain't got no welfare, WIC, child support, just because he got you pregnant. Go, ladies, go to DR and try to get some child support after a Dominican dude that got you pregnant. Go on down there, ladies. Since you like to go down there and fucking suck in Jamaica, go down to Jamaica and see if you can get some child support. You like to come to Colombia and let them Afro-Colombians beat you back in? Come on down here, ladies. I dare you try to get some child support down here in Colombia. You U.S. ladies, shout out to Kings and Dreams. Make sure you guys subscribe to Kings and Dreams channel. Salute. I knew you were just doing a live stream too. We got 70 here. Make sure you all 70 click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Number 2 was you don't have a safety net. You already know how to live your life without a safety net. I keep trying to tell you, brothers, you've been living your whole life without a safety net. You ain't never really had no true, the government gonna rescue you if you lose your job safety net. Same thing, no matter what country you go to. You ain't got no safety net. It's all on you in the States. It's all on you in another country. You built for this. You've been like this your whole life. You built for this. Number 3 is you overcome rejections and you can handle challenges. You ain't gonna be like a lot of women, something happened, they start crying. You be like, oh, why didn't I leave her at home? You can handle rejections of life. You used to it. You a man. And you used to dealing with the challenges. Why? Many of you are fathers. Many of you are business owners, business managers. Many of you are entry level on the job, learning new shit. You are accustomed to challenges. That's who you are by nature. Your mama ain't never told you when you was a boy coming up, boy, when the sun come up, take that garbage out. No, it could be in the middle of the darkness. Your mama gonna say, boy, did you take that garbage out? Boy, if you don't take that garbage out, you out there 9 years old taking the garbage out in darkness. Scared their mother, but you better take that garbage out because you more scared of your mama than you are than whatever's waiting in that back alley for you northern boys. You've always just challenges. My mom used to send me to the store in the middle of the night just to get her a pack of cigarettes. Mom, it is late at night. No child should be out this. Boy, if you don't give me that pack of cigarettes and bring back a loaf of bread. That's when cigarettes was 79 cents a pack. You better bring me back my change. I can't buy no candy. I'm putting my life on the line for cigarettes. I don't even smoke, mama. I'm 9. What's my point? You've been dealing with challenges of life your whole life as a man. Moving to another country, I'm going to tell you this. It ain't as hard for you as it would be for a woman. She's used to family saving her. She used to her gay friends encouraging her. She used to her girlfriends telling her, girl, you the best. You gonna make. We ain't used to none of that shit. We used to our boys telling you, nigga, what you scared of? Why don't you move out the country? You been talking about moving out the country. Move your ass out the country. Ain't nobody encouraging us. We get cussed out by a boy. Get your ass. That's how my boy did it. My coworker, I told him, I said, I kid you not, bullshit you not, story time. 2 years before I moved, I told my boy, I said, I'm going to be leaving. I'll be moving in, what was it? Official move. Now, I've been living back and forth to Colombia anyway. But the official never coming back to the United States was like 2018. That November. And I remember in October, I was like, you know what? If I stay here, I can make another 6,000 or 7,000 before the year end. And then I leave in January, the new year. And he said, bruh, if you don't get your ass up out of here, he said, you told me that you leave 2 years ago. You told me you were leaving December 2018. You don't get your ass up out of here. Talking about staying for a couple more months. Damn, that's 7,000. You got enough money. You good. Get your ass up out of here. That's how dudes encourage each other. We encourage you, live your dream. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it like a woman gets sugarcoated for everything. They always sprinkle sugar on her shit. She get Lowry seasoning salt put on her dreams. We don't get none of that shit. Our shit just straight, uncut, raw. You said you was gonna do it, then fucking do it. That's it. That's all we get. Now we get network, we get connections, we get help. But as far as like somebody patting you on the back or giving you a cookie because you about to become an expat, we don't get that. Ain't nobody gonna give us a cookie for getting a passport. But we built for this. We built for these type of challenges. Number 4, I said was we are accustomed to succeeding alone or in packs. We already used to that shit. We used to whether I got to do it by myself or whether I could get some partners to come along and help me. I got this. It's gonna get done. I'm good. I'm good. Number 5. Creators, fixers, builders versus enablers and that rescue mentality. Let's start with the enabler and rescue mentality that females have. Females have been rescued, and it's nothing bad. I'm not saying anything bad, but the way society is wired, females have been rescued since they were a little girl. Teenage girl, college student. When she got into corporate America, if she lose her job, don't let her be pretty. Don't let her be pretty. When the last time you saw a pretty homeless chick? There's gonna always be somebody there to rescue a pretty homeless chick. I don't care if she's a big chick. If she got a pretty face, somebody gonna rescue that ass. You are not gonna see. So when they sit back and say, "There's so many women becoming homeless," not pretty bitches. You will never see a pretty pussy on the street. Never. You rarely see a pretty pussy working at McDonald's. You will never see a pretty pussy. You rarely see some pretty pussy working at a warehouse. You'll see some decent, cute pussy, but you will never see like a nicey. You ever notice that the nicey-niceys never work certain jobs? You'll never see their ass. They'll be at the front desk of your corporate office, but they ain't gonna be in the back in the warehouse and shit, lifting shit with regular ass chicks. That ain't happening. Pretty pussy will be rescued. Women are used to being rescued. They're used to being rescued with excuses. Oh, girl, you know he wasn't shit anyway. You the queen, you the diva. Who rule the world? Girls. All that bullshit. They used to being rescued in songs, books, by the government. Friends rescue them. Everybody rescue their ass. I don't know how I'm paying my rent. All of a sudden, that rent money and even more comes just strolling through in 2 days. Let your ass say, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent. You Jesus? That's the most we gonna get. Allah will provide. That's the most we get. Now bring that rescue me mentality to Colombia. Women outside the States know, keep your ass in the States because they know they ain't nobody gonna rescue their ass in Colombia. Even if you're the prettiest American female, you ain't prettier than these motherfuckers. So if they ain't gonna rescue a pretty ass Colombian chick, you know your ass gonna get up under the clock tower. You better be in goddamn Parque Yeras and El Poblado and Medellin with the rest of they pretty asses. Ain't nobody gonna rescue you in Colombia just because you pretty. That's in the States we rescue pretty motherfuckers. In Colombia, shit, you just another pretty chick walking around in Brazil. That entitlement mentality, like I'm entitled because I'm a woman. Bring that shit down here to South America and see how far that shit go. It's chicks in South America that's smarter, wiser, slicker, and finer than you, and give fire head. Don't get that raggedy oral sex that you give in the United States, ladies. They give fire head down here, and they ass don't even get rescued. So if you think you're gonna be an American and trot your little happy, cute ass down here like you a Dallas Cowgirl cheerleader and you gonna get rescued, you gonna get fucked and sit back home. That's the most you gonna get. Shout out to Will in the building. Just a little something for the homie. Be back soon. Bring more crown, Will. Just bring more crown. Shout out to you, brother. Oh. That's what I forgot to do. I'm in Cartagena, right there where Los is, and I forgot to bring his crown. I still got Will, because Will brought some crown for me and crown for Los, Learn Crypto TV. Shout out to him. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. The crown is still sitting there. Man, I meant to give it to Los. I'm giving him a call. Will say, he said, I might have to get you in the studio because you're always trying to sing. Man, hey, you can sing for real. I can't sing, man. I'm like Jay-Z singing. Bad. Yeah. You can't even get firehead in the States. And then these females can't give us firehead in the States. Then they want to come down to Colombia. If they'll get spoiled if something bad happens. No, boo, you go get your ass back on that plane and run back to the United States where you belong. But let's go to the opposite of that. Us men, what is it that's going to make us successful? Number 5, by nature, we're fixers, creators, and builders. By nature. Much of what I do today, some of the online businesses that we own today, I didn't know about this shit except for buying the business on Flipper. I didn't know anything about content creation, sponsorships, and affiliate marketing, Patreons, and all that. And the Patreon is gonna be launched. I didn't know anything about any of that. But because just like you guys, I'm a fixer, I'm a creator, and I'm a builder by nature. Whether you are fixing or building or creating on the job for someone else, or whether you're doing it for yourself, this is what we do by nature. A real man ain't even comfortable if he doesn't have the ability to provide by way of fixing, creating, or building something. Those are our tool of provision. You know, women always say a real man provides. Those are our 3 tools for the most part of provision, to provide for our family throughout history. We're either building something, fixing something, or creating some shit. And since that's who we are by nature, I just took the show on the road. I kid you not. Basically, I'm you taking all of what we do, the 5 things I talked about, and I just took the show on the road. That's what Ace did. Ace ain't have shit. Ace took the skills that we all have by nature as men, took it on the road. Check and Effect took it on the road. Marwa took it on the road. Now look at these guys. You can't tell these dudes shit, especially Ace. You've been looking at Ace's latest videos. This dude be yachting, goddamn $500 a night hotels type shit. Remember back in the day, Ace was all in hostels and shit, on a getting bunks. Now you ain't see Ace in no hostels. How many years has it been since Ace been in a hostel? Because he took those same skills of creating, building, and fixing, took the show on the road. And that's how you guys are doing. You IT dudes, you ex-military dudes, all you dudes that's going after your online goals. You dudes that's building businesses in the States, so you have proceeds that are, whether it be buying real estate or whatever it is. You say, okay, let me buy me a few houses, turn them into Airbnbs or monthly rentals, or just flip the house. And now me flip another house, and I got 2 houses that I flip, and I got me an apartment. All that comes from your ability to build, create, and fix. All that. That's all that shit is. All of it. Now you looking back, you're like, damn, he right. I am a fixer, builder, create type motherfucker. Shout out to Maurice in the building. Kid you not. Yep. That's us. That is us by nature. So the 5 things that we talked about, guys, if you are on the fence of whether you want to become an expat in a few years or even in a few decades, I say go for it. The reason why I say that is because all the tools that you use in the States already are the exact, and I mean the exact tools that you're going to use outside the country. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't ever think that it's going to get more. Don't ever think it's going to get less. Don't think that all of a sudden you get a superpower. All these same skills, what myself and Richie Mack and Russ, Tailor Made Dreams, when he buying real estate and things like that, all those same skills are the same ones that we use in the States. He said, we're American men. He said, we American men have nowhere to go in America. We really don't. And here's a part. What he's saying ain't nothing that we ain't already know. This ain't like it's a new phenomenon. American men have nowhere. They ain't never had nowhere to go. No matter if you was black or white. You ain't never really had nowhere to go. Poor whites ain't never had nowhere to really go. Black males ain't really had nowhere to go either. Latin brothers, Asian brothers, they treat y'all like y'all invisible, so y'all really ain't got nowhere to go. They be treating Asian dudes like, as long as y'all shut the fuck up and make us money, we won't bother you. So most Asian people, you be like, oh shit, it's an Asian dude that live on our block. I never knew. What's going on with the question? Someone asked a question. Why do we see? Yeah. Absolutely. Work on building you. Man working and building in you. I kid you not, man. It because we have these skills and abilities as men, it makes moving to other countries, it makes it a lot easier, bro. A lot easier. Kind of like for some of you ex-military dudes, you can relate to what I'm saying. Because the military branches took you to so many places around the world during your tour in the military. Once you got back to the States, if you decided to leave or visit another country, it was like nothing to you. It was like catching the bus. Why? Because you had been to so many countries while you were in the military. Once you guys get to that point of realizing that all that you need is already in you, and you already used it in the States, you moving permanently to another country, you're gonna realize how easy this shit is. I'm not saying that you have to do it quick. Notice I said sometimes it takes 3 years, sometimes it takes 5 years, sometimes it takes 2 decades. But I'm telling you, it's possible. And it's not hard as you think, because everything that you're gonna need to succeed in any country that you point your finger to is already in you. It's already in you. We're going to wrap this one up in less than 1 minute. I'm glad that you guys were here. Thank you for the cash apps, the super chats. Thank you guys for sitting in and hearing Andre run off at the mouth. And I thank you for your comments. I appreciate you guys more than you realize. This was fun doing this on Monday nights. Might have to bring this one back again on Monday nights. Say, when you're in one of the top industries and you're learning everything that you need to know and you have the resources, it works out. Absolutely correct. That's God putting everything in place. That's right. That's how my life is. That's how my life is. I kid you not, man. I was telling somebody the other day, I don't know about you guys. The woman that I want to, there's a lot of famous women that I want to fuck. Like, I want to fuck Janet. I want to fuck Sade. You see what I'm saying? Certain women, you just say, I just want, like now, Andre already know my girl is Carol G out of Medellin. Fuck, Carol G, old piece of sexy ass. But the only woman that I said I want a wife to be like was Felicia Rashad, Claire Huxtable. She could be a businesswoman. She could be all mom. Take care of the family. She stayed in that damn kitchen. Half the show was in the kitchen. Raised them kids to be who they were supposed to be. She was serious on one side, but then she'll be funny. She'll be flirtatious with her husband, but then she had that spiritual side. I was like, man, if I got me a wife, man, one day like that, I'll be good. But she wrapped it all in ladylikeness. She was always ladylike about herself. I said, I want one like that. And I was thinking the other day, and I mentioned this in a consultation. I said, you know what? I was watching some old episodes of the Cosby Show, and I realized that's who I married. Andrea is funny. Yes, she has her serious side. She's all business. Yes, she takes care of her man. Make sure her man is well taken care of. She's family oriented. But yes, she has a quiet, spiritual, prayer life, Bible study side. Very entertaining, very talented. She's got a painting class tomorrow morning. And she wraps it all around in ladylikeness. And I look at, no matter what country we go to or city we go to, I notice how men and especially how women look at Andrea when she walks by or walks past. And I'm talking about some of the hottest chicks. I be looking at the chick like, dang, she fine. And she'll be looking at Andrea like, wow. Why did I say that? Why did I say I married my Claire Huxtable? Because everything that it took to find the right one for me, and like I always say, you ain't got to get married. Enjoy your singleness, brothers. But the opportunity of having a Claire Huxtable, Felicia Rashad-ish woman, it might not be waiting for you in the States. But everything that you need to find that type of, or to have, let's not even necessarily find, to have that type of woman, it's already in you. She's just waiting for you in another country. I said I was going to end it with this, but I think I want to end it with these stats that I pulled up. What percentage of Americans currently live in the town or city where they grew up? Let's take a look at it. Right here it says the information collected is in regards to why they stay, who stays near home, how long Americans stay near home, why Americans move, and when American move take place. You guys always hear me talk about 72%. It's right here. It says, despite the fact that many Americans move multiple times over the course of their lifetimes, a large percentage elect to stay close to home. In fact, according to our research, now who are we talking about did the research? North American Van Line, the moving company. North American Van Line in 2019, and I have the stats for 2020, 2022, and they're basically the same ones. So North American Van Line did this research of all the people that they move all over the country. And they found out this. Nearly 72%, that's why you always hear me say 72% of Americans live in or close to the city where they grew up. Most Americans still live in the city where they grew up. And now there's several reasons why Americans still live there. Why you still live in Philly? Why you still live in Detroit? Why you still live in Chicago, LA, so forth, Texas, Louisiana, Jacksonville? They say 50% remain because you close to family. 50% of y'all will never take your ass nowhere except for visiting. You'll never move to another city in your life. The city where you were born in, that's the motherfucker where you gonna die. Because you're close to family. And there's nothing wrong with that. 9% of y'all there because you got a good job. And so since the job's so good and the pay so good, you ain't never leaving St. Louis. You will never, ever leave Cincinnati. You wish you would leave Lima, Ohio. Your job too good in your eyes. 13%. Hey, because of the cost of living is so good. It's like, hey, I'm living good. It's cool. 3% because the climate is good. You're living in Texas, Florida. You're living in maybe the Atlanta region where the weather is volatile, but not too volatile. You're living in California, Oregon. 3% of y'all say, hey, because my weather is good. 24% of people still live in the United States. This is the one that busts my head. 24% of people still live in the United States because of comfort zone, familiarity. Because your ass is not because of family, not because the job is good, not because of the cost of living, not because of that terrible ass weather you live in, but because your ass is so comfortable in Detroit. Your ass is so comfortable in motherfucking Watts. You're so comfortable in DC. You don't know shit else, and 24% of y'all will die in that raggedy motherfucking city, place that you call a city. Gang infested, drug infested neighborhoods and cities because your ass comfortable. And the other one is just a 1. Let's pull up the other stats that I have here. Give me a second. I want to pull them up, present to you guys. And the reason why I pull these stats up is to let you guys know the opportunities are out here. The opportunities really are out here. Let me share this screen with you. These are the other stats. This is the 2022 survey that North American Van Lines did. This time they found out in 2022 that 68% of Americans are still living in their hometowns. Now, remember before it was 72. Now it's 68% of y'all asses still don't know how to move. Let's look at some of the facts. 75% of men, black men, white men, purple men, 75% of us still live in the same damn city. Some of y'all ain't never thought about moving, ain't considered. You've been be more day one, you be more for life. He said the comfort zone is the one I don't understand. Why not get out and experience something else, or even better, even in the States, they don't even do that. But hey, it ain't my business. For real. Let's go back to these stats. 75% of men will not leave or move to another country or even another city. It said 41% of men said that they want to keep close to their family members. Understandable. 31% of men said it's because they felt comfortable. Once again, that comfort zone. That shit moved up from 24% to 31% of men said the reason why I don't move because I'm comfortable in this raggedy motherfucker known as my city. Let's look at the women. 64%, not 75, but 64% of women stay home. 33% says that they're taking care of their children and aging parents, which is understandable. Of the 64% that's still there, 53% of those affirm that their family was why they stayed. So for the most part, women just sitting around basically because of the family. Americans live close to home. And so they give a little bit more stats. About 25% of people that were polled have lived in their hometown 10 years or more. Close to 18% said they lived in their hometown 11 to 20 years. 21% of people polled, of all that 75% of people that said they'll never leave their home country, home city, 70 my fault. 75% said that they'll never leave their home city. Of that 75%, 21% have lived in their home city or town for 20 years to 30 years. Many of us grew up in our own city. And it says only 12% have lived in their city, their hometown, for 31 to 35 years or more. Most Americans ain't gonna do nothing with their life, man. I hats off to American propaganda. You could tell people that they can make money online. You could tell people that we're firing people in record numbers, and Americans still ain't gonna go nowhere. They're telling you technology is allowing you to make money hand over fist online. They're showing you that they're firing motherfuckers in record numbers. But y'all comfortable asses ain't going no motherfucking where. I am not mad at America. America has about, 280 years has programmed motherfuckers to believe that you better not ever leave this motherfucker. And I could not find the survey. There's a survey out there that says over 50+% of Americans don't even recommend you move to their city. Over 50+%, I think it's 58 if I'm not mistaken, or 52% of Americans, when asked, would you recommend somebody move to your city? Y'all were like, fuck no. But at the same time, y'all won't leave that raggedy motherfucker alone. Even when it comes to America as a country, we will sit up there and bitch like a motherfucker. Why you in Colombia? You bitching to your Colombian girl. Why you in Peru? Why you all up in Thailand? You bitching to your Thailand women how bad America is. But as soon as they say, could I move to America? You like, come on, baby. Come on to this raggedy motherfucker. Man, they got us pro. I ain't mad. They put in the money and they put in the time. They realize if we just talk about how great America is for 50, 60, 70, 80 years, these people will actually believe it. Why? Because we talked about it for 50, 60, 70, 80 years. If we told her mama that America was great and her grandmama believed it and her great grandmama believed it, who else gonna believe it? She will too. And the other thing that makes America so great in many people's eyes, because you ain't been nowhere else. You think South Beach is the only South Beach in the world. And then you go to Cartagena and you like, God, they got a South Beach in Colombia? But you think Miami South Beach is the only motherfucking Collins Avenue and Ocean Drive. And you bring your ass to Cartagena and you swear that you landed in the middle of South Beach, Miami. The Fall of America. I got to get that book. Oh, by Elijah Muhammad. Okay, cool. Y'all gonna let that motherfucker, I'm gonna tell y'all, 75% of y'all gonna let that motherfucker crumble down around you. I sit back and I watch, realize our other channel is politics. So it's my job to research politics, to research the American landscape, to research the economic structure. Y'all ain't, okay, America's so great, right? Right now. How come y'all at a 40-year high when it comes to inflation? Y'all paying $10, $12, $8 for a goddamn dozen eggs. Everything, the price on everything has gone up, and the value of damn near everything has gone down. All the people that was clamoring to buy houses a year and a half ago, them damn houses ain't worth shit right about now. Everybody was clamoring to buy a car and overpaid prices for a car. Now your price has gone down. You notice that? Y'all don't even have in the United States, let's put like we, because I'm a U.S. citizen too. We don't even have a federal budget right now. They've already gone they've already gone past the deficit with $31 billion. We've already gone over our deficit on January 19th of this year. We had right now, our government is robbing Peter to pay Paul. In other words, they're taking money out of this government program and putting it to pay over here. Then they said, well, and Janet Yellen they're just switching stuff around now. The Secretary of State. They say if we do not have our federal budget by the first week of June, the United States will officially be broke for the first time in U.S. history. They're gonna try to push an omnibus bill so they like they did in March. No, not in March, but they did in December for the federal budget because they pushed it when they pushed it back in October because the federal budget always needs to be done by late September going into October, which is the next fiscal year in the U.S. government. But they've been kicking the can down the road for the last 8 or 9 months. And now it's right in their face. And now the debt, we've already gone over the debt on June 19th. And we have until, not June, but January 19th. We have until the first week of June to get this shit right, or the U.S. government will collapse. And I don't mean like it'll never be a U.S. government again, but I'm talking about a collapse like Greece collapsed a couple of years ago, like Spain collapsed and they need to borrow money from the EU collapse. You think it's unemployment right now? You think the stock market is going up and down, volatile right now? Why do you think banks are firing people? Not just because of the inflation that's going on. Banks are bracing themselves. Anytime you see the banks putting on a seatbelt, they looking at it from the perspective of, I see the Fed are raising the interest rates in the United States. They're going to raise it again to curtail or control inflation in the recession. True. But they're also doing it so they don't have to do mass firing when June comes. Why? Because they've already fired a lot of people. Yep. It looks that way, man. I'm kind of, it's funny. I'm kind of caught between, should I invest more in this or that and this? Because I know the market is going to come back in a major way, but should I also add more? Me and Andre just, counting our on-hand cash. And this is the funny part. We've got more money in American dollars than 85% of Americans for emergency fund. 85% of America doesn't even have $1,000 cash emergency fund. 85%. If something happens right now with the banks, I just did some articles for the other channel a couple of days ago where certain banks in California just closed their doors. People trying to get their money in the branches, those particular parts of the branches were closed. They had to drive to the other side of the city, and nobody told them that branch was closing. They had one bank, they closed for I think it was 9-10 hours. because somebody tried to go in and rob the bank electronically. And they couldn't, that particular bank just couldn't, and I'm talking about with all their branches, they had to shut down their system completely. So for 9 hours, could nobody get shit out of that bank. Now, after the 9 hours, they got everything on track and it was cool. But just imagine for 9 hours, you can't get to your money when you want to get to it. And you ain't even got $1,000 emergency fund back at the house. And then when a brother like me said, get your passport and you could build a whole new life, and y'all look at me like I'm the craziest motherfucker that ever walked the planet. But you living in that bullshit. You talking about a grateful dude? You talking about a dude that's a prayerful, grateful, humble dude? Because I could be right in the States with the rest of y'all dealing with that same daily bullshit. With politicians lying. You got McCarthy and them lying. The new speaker of the House McCarthy, he lying. Mitch McConnell in the Senate lying. You don't know. The only person that's trying to give you some sense in his head is Bernie Sanders. He right in the middle. Chuck Schumer on some bullshit. Nancy Pelosi on some bullshit. Biden just, he just ready to go to sleep. He just ready to play. He just want to be paw. Trump got lawsuits out the ass coming from out of everywhere. So he ain't got no time to talk to nobody. He don't need to be on nobody's campaign trail. And then you got Mike Pence. Really? The ex-vice president, Mike Pence? Y'all want that one as president out of Indiana? But then when I sit back and say, trust yourself, slowly but surely, put together a game plan so you can make your exodus out the United States. Y'all look at me like I'm the craziest motherfucker that walked the planet. All right. Okay. I still love you. We say, well, I can't complain. How's everything on your end? Mine is great. He said, I just knew you were about to go in on Camila. No, Camila is like Mike Pence. She's an invisible VP. You know, everybody celebrated when she got her first black female. Oh my God, first black female. She ain't done shit since then. Only time she did something, I saw Kamala did something whenever there's a tie in the in the Senate. Because most people don't know this. I got a bit of trivia for you. Did you know this? In the United States, the president, the official president of the Senate is the vice president of the United States. That's the president of the Senate. That's why she can break the ties. And she does it in the House as well. This is another bit of trivia. We can actually in the United States vote for one person to be a vice president and another person to be the president. We just assume that it's the same person under the same ticket. But according to the Constitution, we actually have the ability and the right to actually have one person as president, and then we can actually choose a different vice president. We just see people run on the ticket together. We just automatically assume that that's how it is. Bam. But technically, we don't have to do that. Man, the Electoral College, that's some bullshit. The people can have their vote, and then the Electoral College can come in and say, but the district didn't have 37 votes from the Electoral College. Therefore, that person is no longer president. She put because she was a sister. Yep, that's it. Just like the sister that's the press secretary now, the dark skinned cute sister. I mean, I like her style, but we already know they put her on there because she's a sister. Yeah, put your plans together. Shout out to Kings of Dreams with the new studio. The Western countries economically are burnt toast. 2025, I'm out of the matrix with my real estate investing. There we go. In the essential service sector, there we go. Skills with me. That's all you got to do, man. Just take your time with it. Yeah, I think I answered that one. Black Chairman, shout out to you. He said, yeah, technology, he said, yeah, technically, the president only has, the VP has only 2 roles in the Constitution. Yeah, the ticket can have 2 different parties. I'm a political guy. Yes, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know. I didn't know that until I started really getting off into politics with our other channel. I didn't know that that we could actually elect one, we could elect a vice president and then we can elect the president. They don't have to be who they throw in front of us. Cause they have us with that same ticket thing in our mindset. So we think that they're stuck together like glue. And technically, according to the Constitution, they're not. We can sit back and say, well, I didn't want Kamala to be vice president on the ticket. We vote for blah, 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 blah. And we could choose who could be on there. That's why I don't like the Electoral College. He said the cold part, Kamala doesn't acknowledge the Negroid side, but embraces her Cosienda. So I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me say. Oh, Caucasianoid side. It's stupid. Oh, that's right. She's from Lebanon, or at least are people from that area. All right, guys, I'm up out of here. We're 3 hours in. You guys have a great night. Once again, my name is Andre. Love Crossing Borders. He said Cackazoid. Okay, cool. Thanks. I needed that help. All right, guys, I'm up out of here. You guys have a great evening. I'm about to get some sleep. You get some sleep too. We got a long day tomorrow. Once again, my name is Andre of Andre and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders. Salute to you too, brother. Salute to all of us. Talk to you guys later.